Alright, hello and welcome. It's Wes here. Today we're going to be doing If You're Not Talking With Them. I love doing this video. Alright. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. Alright. If you're new to my channel, you can find the timestamps down below in the comment section. Just look for my name. It'll be highlighted and pinned. Show more info and you'll see all the blue links there to go to whatever zodiac sign you want to watch. Alright, if you need to get a hold of me, my email is in the description box of this video. You can just shoot me a message if you have constructive criticism, comments about my videos, or you want a personal reading. Alright, this video is about an ex-partner. So, if you do not have an ex-partner, then this video may not apply to you. Alright, there's a lot of great readers on YouTube. So, if you don't get what you're looking for here, go and check one of them out. Alright, also, thank you for all the return subscribers, people that watch my videos. I looked at my analytics today, which I really do, but it does actually suggest I have a high amount of subscribers that actually keep re-watching my videos, which normally on most channels that's quite low. So thank you. You know who you are. I do appreciate all of you for liking that video or whatever video you're watching of mine and leaving comments, all right? Obviously, I don't get to every last person, but I do try to, respond back to most of the comments. But I just want you to know I, Wes, do appreciate you. All right. So thank you. I think I covered everything. So let's get right to it. Let's do that. Let's actually check that the video is streaming first. Yes, it is. All right, cool. Where's the fucking timestamps? There. All right, let's start with Aries. All right. Aries. Hope all my Aries are doing well. Tell me about the person our Aries are not talking to. Who is this person? What can we know? What can I know? What can we know about this person? Alright, so it says Ace of Pentacles. That's good. Okay. This could be a person that's wanting to potentially come in your direction. Now, just want to make it clear, when I do these readings and stuff, even though we see like opportunity cards, quite frankly, I'm sure there's a lot of situations where people want to start things in the moment, but whether they follow through with that or not is another story, alright? It's just suggesting this person wants to come around, or it's just, I don't know, somebody wants to see what you're up to, alright? What is the overall energy of this person that's not talking with Aries? Could be a new person even with this as well. Okay, so we have 4 cups. It shows somebody sitting under the tree, especially with this card. So it does kind of suggest, I'm still going to maintain this could be potentially a new person. Alright, it's somebody that's kind of hoping maybe for something to start or to go somewhere. Alright, whether they're, again, a lot of people I think sometimes want to come towards a person or maybe just say hi even if you've been on bad terms in the past, but oftentimes I think what keeps them away is just the fact that like they're self-doubting themselves whether they should or not. Alright, the 4 cups is also not so good here because it can also suggest there is certain things that would like different or to be, I've said this in past videos, it's like when somebody's like, well, I would do something, but, they're kind of making up some excuse or some reason not to. All right. Aries, I don't want to waste Aries' time, because, I don't know, I'm like looking for something that's kind of like this, and Aries is probably looking for that, even though they don't know what the hell you're even looking for. All right. Tell us about this person that's daydreaming for our Aries. What are they feeling towards Aries? Give me 2 cards, please. All right, this person wants a connection with you. It's, again, pretty obvious. Let me let the dog out. Come on. I don't even know why you're in here. Yeah. She snuck out of the bed. I before the video, tried to get all the animals out because they just cause disruptions, and she was under the bed. So, I guess she couldn't help herself. What else is this person feeling towards Aries? All right, we got... this card is obviously everything we really need to know about this person's intentions here. How else do they feel towards Aries? Okay, so we have Six of Cups. This is also very positive. It's suggesting here this person, whoever they are, either A, has had good times with you in the past, or B, expects that they could have good times with you. All right? Another possibility here is there could be some family dynamic. In other words, in plain English, you may already have children with this person. It could be an ex-husband or an ex-romantic partner for some of you. All right? I want to make this very, very clear. If this is some sort of ex-husband or an ex-wife, for some of you guys out there, it does kind of suggest that while they see something positive here, this card is ominous, because it would suggest in that case that while there might be a lot of bells and whistles and a lot of fluff in the cake, they kind of know that beneath all of that there's problems, all right? And maybe they shouldn't, go down that rabbit hole again. It's not to say that you're a bad person or anything. It just may be from their standpoint, you guys don't work, all right? Four of Cups energy, whenever I see it, it's generally never good. So, but whatever. How does this person see Aries? Okay, Death, again, reinforcing this person wants a new start. Let's put all the shit behind us and see where it goes. All right? Why is this person not talking with Aries? Why are they not talking with Aries? Why are they not talking with you? Huh? So we have double energy. So this person sees that there was some type of cycle between the both of you that was not good. All right? If there was any type of drugs, alcohol, or any type of behavior that would imply toxic traits, bad, lying, you guys couldn't trust each other. Man, there's just so many situations you could list off here. Okay? It's some factor when you put you and them together, it creates a scenario where it's not very healthy. Right? This again is probably reflecting this devil energies in the Four of Cups. Why? Because this person is looking at the situation and highlighting and seeing some sort of flaw or problem between you and them that probably they're anticipating will come back if they come around. But hey, everybody can look through the glasses in a rose-colored lens. It just really depends on where you're at, I guess, in life, If enough time has passed, most people kind of are hoping for that new start, Dust off the old Porsche I haven't driven in 20 years and see where it goes. But no, in all seriousness, the devil energy here, also not good. All right? I don't want to spell here that this is just doom and gloom, all right? The positive with this message so far is it does show somebody that is optimistic towards you, but whichever way we want to spin it, if this is an ex-partner, it ended for a reason. This person's aware that there was some issue that caused an ending, and there's some concern that that's probably still going to be there. However, for a small portion of you, I just want to highlight that this devil energy can also talk about some sort of obsession to you, all right? This would apply if this person keeps bothering you or texting you or can't get enough of you. So like, you've kind of already let them know that okay, I feel like this is wasting my time, and you keep coming back around, and I don't know, I'm not really that interested anymore, all right? This person may not take no for an answer, when are we going to be that? Never? What can Aries expect from this person? This Four of Cups tree sitter. So we have Emperor, He'll be standing outside of your door waiting for you. May even have a little contract, some planning on probably like a prenup or something. You're like, we're not even married yet. We will be. Why the Emperor? Tell us more about this Emperor and what Aries can expect. You know, I really hate this card because it looks like it's a door, you know, some type of like Jehovah's Witness or something showing up to your door. It's like, get away from me! No offense to anyone that's a Jehovah's Witness. But then again, if you are, why are you watching tarot? I don't know. Tell me about the Emperor. Why should Aries expect the Emperor? Okay, judgment. I'm just going to conclude here. This person may approach you wanting to know where you stand on something here, Aries. There's enough energy here to imply, whichever way you want to read this message, that this person has an interest in you. Alright? The devil energy probably will suggest that whichever way this person looks at the situation and whatever flaws they see, they're still going to be alerted to it. Alright? This is one of those, I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyways. Fuck it. YOLO. So, what do I expect? This is a person that's not talking to you, but they definitely have interest in you. I think this person will come around. How they will do that, I don't know. And for some of you, this person is already in your energy. You just don't kind of like talk to them that much, but you'll know who they are if they're an obsessed kind of person. Thanks for watching, Aries. Leave me a like if you got something out of that. Alright. Taurus. How are you doing, Taurus? Good? Okay. Great. Alright. Tell me about the person our Taurus are not talking to. Who's this person? What can I know? What can Taurus know? Alright, so it says a King of Swords. This could be a stubborn individual. With the King of Swords energy, what this immediately tells us is it's somebody that is open to communication with you, but they're not. Or they're not talking. Alright? Both the Queen and the King in the tarot typically don't reach out unless it's in the Wands energy or maybe the Cups energy, but the Pentacle energy and the Swords energy, they don't reach out. Why? Because they don't feel they need to. All right? They typically are expecting, in this situation, you to reach out to them, or they're potentially anticipating that at some point Taurus is going to reach out. All right? However, even if this person is like, you know, I know Taurus will probably just ignore me or something like that, they're holding ground where it's like, I mean, I'll talk, but not until they reach out. So it's a person that's open to it. That's all we need to know. But it does show with the air energy a little bit of a, not a cold heart, but a closed heart. Okay, this person may be a bit reserved. But what's the good part here? They're open. So just not doing anything about it. Tell us about this person that's sitting in their chair waiting for Taurus to communicate. I don't think they're waiting. They're just open, really. But I mean, I'm trying my best to put some icing on this cake, right? Because, you know, whenever I serve a cake without icing, everybody complains. So. Tell me about this King of Swords for our Taurus. The one that's not talking. What is their overall energy towards Taurus? Three of Swords. Well, that explains why the heart's closed off. It kind of suggests their heart has daggers in it. All right. For some of you, this person is going to be requiring a heart transplant after the 3 swords that you directly put into it. All right. You know, I'm no botanist here, but 3 swords in the heart isn't always going to lead to growth. Anyways. Now, folks, I'm not trying to make you out the villain here or something like that. In all seriousness, it is suggesting that there is some degree of disappointment with this person. For what reason? I don't know. Okay. That is why they're in that energy. It's suggesting. Tell us about this person that is apparently upset or annoyed or just disappointed in Taurus. How they're feeling towards Taurus. Person that's not talking to Taurus. Okay, Empress, this person still sees positive qualities in you. Good. And how else do they feel towards Taurus? Says High Priestess. You're on their mind. So this is a person that does look at you in a positive light, Taurus. Empress is very favorable here. Now, what can we extract out of that energy? You know, Empress can talk about fertility, home body. It could be somebody that it's generally talking about mature qualities and stuff like that. Somebody that has potential for long-term situations, but there's a lot of emphasis on home here and fertility with this card. All right. High Priestess can just suggest to it doesn't actually tell us a whole lot about their feelings, but it is a card that does talk about one's mind quite a bit. All right, suggesting that there is even potentially, for depending on how you look at it, some sort of spiritual connection to you. All right, but again, it kind of depends on how spiritual they are. All right. Tell us more about the High Priestess. So the Queen of Swords reversed comes out, and the Eight of Wands comes out here. So this person's one almost has to ask if you, so there's like probably an ignoring fest going on here. I can't really speak too much about the Eight of Wands here because it's hard to say what that's really indicating. But the Eight of Wands, if we just look at the energy by itself, is a card that does talk about rapid or sudden communication. Good communication. Well, this apparently has nothing going on here. So it does kind of suggest, if we're going back to their mind here, that there's some thought or reflection or something around that. Okay, but it's showing the Queen of Swords reverse. Somebody that's either A, just can't be bothered with communication, or just isn't really making an effort to. Why might that be the case? Perhaps you just don't want to talk with this person, or you made a commitment that F them, I don't really want to talk with them. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but this person seems to be aware that you're either, again, not interested in talking with them, or you just got reasons why you want to talk with them. I don't know. Right? I think there is some kind of desire to have communication with you, Taurus, but I'll be honest with you, even if this person's wanting communication with you, it's still not even really clear on what their intentions are. This is never good. Okay? Unlikely, this person seems to be seeing some sort of favorable qualities in you, but the Three of Swords leaves a lot to be desired, because that kind of suggests that even if you did interact with this person, there's going to be problems. It's not like this energy would just go away. I mean, unless you guys are professional problem sweepers under the rug. Yes, Wes, we do that pretty much all the time. How does a person see Taurus? The person that's not talking or waiting on communication with Taurus, how do they see Taurus? Okay, Ten of Wands, not good. This person either kind of sees you, Taurus, as you're just too busy, or you're bogged down, or you're in an uphill battle. Like you're some person that is complaining about that you've got too many priorities, you got too much shit to do, you've got this, you know, you're dealing with adult problems. You know, you got a job you got to do. Or perhaps you've just, if it's none of that, then it's just suggesting you're dealing with stuff. You've got, I don't know if that's internal problems going on or something, but they're seeing it like you're bogged down. And again, you're going to have to fill in the blank how you might potentially think that is from their standpoint, but all right. This is not good as well because it also implies, once again, that, you know, potentially communication with you is a serious problem. It's like it's either they can't do it or it's just frequently an issue with you. Why is this person not talking with Taurus? This King of Swords. So it says the Star reversed. So that's, well, that isn't not so positive either. It is, you can talk about with the Star reversed about situations that aren't healing or haven't healed, or they're kind of, again, it's just, the Star reversed can also talk about block communication. You know, in modern day tarot, Star is talking about electronic communication, so the reversal of it is not good. Some of you just, I mean, paired with this can just be that you just block the person. I don't know. All right, that could be a reason. What else we got here? We had when I was shuffling, these two kind of, I don't know how they popped up. I'm not going to take them though, but we have Wheel of Fortune reversed and Lover reversed. We'll put that at the top there. Maybe that has some relevance later. Tell us about Star reversed. Well, maybe that's what it was. Now that I think about it, maybe there's some. I mean, if we were to take that, all right, I wasn't going to take it, but if we did, in like the case of like the Star reversed here, Taurus, that's kind of implying, like with Wheel of Fortune reversed, this is like a person that views the situation that it's like anytime they get with you or they did stuff in the past, either you would get mad at them or there's some situation that would come up that would complicate things or become a problem, all right? Some of you are obviously going to be, maybe you're going to be like, oh, this person cheated on me or whatever like that. If that's the case, they're not showing up here, all right? This is not that kind of energy. All right. What can Taurus expect from this person that's not talking with Taurus? Seven of Cups here. You may not expect... Taurus, I don't unfortunately think this person is going to reach out. The Seven of Cups here is not good because it is implying that there's still, again, some of this going on, like some type of mystery, silence, radio silence here. I don't anticipate that this person's going to do a whole lot. What is the takeaway from this reading? Whoever this is seems to be somebody that is a little disappointed with the situation or whatever happened. All right, why are they showing up in this reading? The one highlight here is that it is implying that they're open to communication with you, all right? But it's still kind of, I don't know if this person's just hoping for a Hail Mary, that something positive will happen between the both of you, or I'm not really sure here. If I had to take a guess, this is coming from a situation that it ended for some reason. Communication definitely could have been a problem or a repetitive issue, quarreling with each other over stuff, or just, again, like maybe it was just you couldn't, like whenever an issue resolved, again, because of lack of communication or bad communication, that might have been a problem that just divided you guys, all right? This energy also shows something, Taurus, where this person may have also been opinionated because of the King of Swords energy, but because this shows up here, it also kind of implies that you could have been opinionated as well. So that is a kind of an issue, because when two people disagree, it's implying with this kind of energy that they will not, neither one's going to cave. It'll be like, I'm right, one of us is going to be right, and one of us is going to be wrong. So if neither wants to be wrong, you can see where that's going, you know? So it'll be something like, he doesn't get me, she doesn't get me. So how do you resolve that? I don't know. Anyways, good luck to you, Taurus. Sorry, this reading wasn't the best, but whatever. Yeah, I'd say the positives, they're open to talking. Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. Sorry. All right. Talking about the person our Geminis are not talking to. Who is this person? So we have 5 of Pentacles here. That feels right. Take that. This is a person that's on the outs with you or feels abandoned by you. That's less likely, but it's possible here. If it's not, if it's not any of that, it's just suggesting some sort of disconnection. You know, 5 Pentacles energy can also talk about emotional disconnection, so that's not so good here. But what is this person's overall energy towards Gemini? Person that's not talking, it's Gemini. 2 of Cups reversed. Wow, this person is quite negative. 6 of Wands is reversed here. That is a loss after the battle. So straight away, this is a person that could be a poor me kind of energy, or this is just sucks, it just didn't work. All right. Now, to play devil's advocate here, this person may, I don't want to actually go straight and jump to they're just being pessimistic or whatever like that. There's obviously a reason behind it, right? But both these energies here are already spelling some sort of disappointment here. But it is showing like a very strong loss energy. Like, yeah, what can you do? Just walking away. Nothing I can do. How does this person feel towards Gemini? Card comes out. 10 of Cups. That's very good. How else does this person that's not talking with Gemini feel towards Gemini? Oddly enough, this person still has strong passion towards you. Both of this energy is very good towards you. We'll have to explore this a little bit more. So we're going to come back to their feelings in just a second here, Gemini. How does this person see Gemini? Turn. So we get Sun reversed. Why does it say Sun reversed? So we have Page of Cups and Strength. I'm not going to take that because both of them came out. Tell us about the Sun reversed. So we got 8 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll take that. What is their concern around that? The 8 of Pentacles. Something around balance. So this person sees you working on something, Gemini, or you're busy. Why does this person feel that's clouded? I don't understand. Why do they feel that it's whatever this 8 of Pentacles is hidden? Judgment. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on how they're seeing you, because it's kind of implying that there's something that is talking about stability or something that you're investing time into. something around a decision of some sort that's not clear. Why is this person not talking with Gemini? So it shows Devil reversed. It's showing detachment. So this is like almost implying like you guys ended, you separated, this person kind of just views the situation as done and over. Maybe they shouldn't mess with it. The Devil reversed energy can just, in some cases, be a positive thing, depending on how you look at it. Because it is talking about like ending bad connections or something that was going around in circles. However, it's possible they may kind of feel that you don't want to deal with them anymore. What a weird reading. Why does it show with this person 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands in their feelings if they're so unsure or disconnected from Gemini? So we have 3 of Wands and we have the 10 of Swords reversed. Alright, so that actually illuminates a lot for us. What do you need to know here? Alright, this card immediately just kind of sums up the reading. Alright, this is an individual that at some point in time, alright, there was likely this going on. Some sort of you and them situation that I'm assuming wasn't very healthy. All right, could have been love triangles. It could have been a back and forth where you guys break up, make up, break up, make up, whatever. You know, some situation like this. All right. If I had to take a gander, at some point also along this timeline, something negative happened. Whether it was you that just had enough of the situation, you cut the ties, you cut the cord, or they did, or both of you just decided to call it quits, or some other situation occurred that just caused things to implode. All right? They went their way, you went your way. All right? It kind of implies that after that, they're disconnected. They see it as a loss of some sort. All right? The Sun reversed is talking about like a degree of moon energy here, which implies that this distance's absence kind of implies like they don't really know what you're, I'm assuming, working on or you're putting your energy into or what, like, I guess your direction you're going. I'm still not 100% clear on that, but it's something around that. And also the Judgment can talk about new beginnings, so I'm not really sure if it's implying like your work on whether they don't really know if you'd be interested in a new start or something like that. The feelings here do show that they have desire to reconnect. All right, 9 of Wands would be lustful energy, excitement energy. Kind of, you know, this energy would be very fitting for somebody that's been away for a while and wants to kind of rekindle things. One of the driving reasons why this person, if I'm right, would do this is because of the 10 of Cups energy, right? That card takes time, lots of time to really apply, you know, in tarot, because it's talking about deep connections. So what that tells us that whoever this person is somebody that knows a thing or two about you. It's not just your random person, all right? But with that being said, there's obviously aspects or things that, I don't know, maybe time has changed their view of you, or I don't know, there's something that's driving them, all right? I'm assuming it's how things were in the past. There were certain things, characteristics about you that are now favorable to them. or they're just kind of, you know, the heart grows fonder with absence of you around. You know, it's one of those kind of gigs. Whatever the case is, this person sees something that is checking the boxes, all right? But it is very positive with the Ten of Cups because it does tell us that there's, you know, some emotional interest in you, right? Or they're expecting something to be very good, all right? But the only problem here that I'm seeing, Gemini, is that despite me saying all of that, this person still feels disconnected from you. This Ten of Swords being reversed in what you can expect is kind of telling us that perhaps those swords I was talking about earlier fell out, implying, once again, maybe enough time has gone by. The Three of Wands can talk about someone that's either waiting or they're intending to kind of see if they can push things forwards a bit. It is a card that is one away from the Two of Wands. So it's hard for me to really say 100% if this person's kind of gonna make a move or not. Because Three of Wands, again, can't just talk about waiting. Talk about what can you expect. Alright. If I had to be a betting man, oh shit. If I was a betting man, I'd probably be 50-50 on this. Yeah. I'm gonna lean that you might hear from this person. All right. I'm very on the line of that, Gemini. That statement. All right. But it is somebody that must have had some serious time with you. All right. They're seeing something you're doing as interesting to them. All right. But there is this past strain or some problem or issue or something like that happened, or I don't know, however your connection ended, that could be a major factor here. So, I don't know. And some of you may not, if you know who this is, you probably don't even want to talk with them, for some of you. You know, especially if that person did something kind of negative. But anyways, that's what I got for you, Gemini. Good luck. Cancer. I'm doing great, Cancer. Thanks for asking. I pretty much have to do this every video because you never ask me how I'm doing. But I'm doing well, so yeah. Something about this person our Cancers are not talking to. It could be me. Could be. We just don't really know for sure. But it could be me. Just saying. Well, hopefully, actually, I probably shouldn't have said that because normally with the reading it's going to say something negative, but I don't want to look at myself badly, of course. Tell about the person our Cancers are not talking to. What can we know about this person? So we have a King of Cups reversed that shows up. We also have 5 of Cups here. I'm going to take that as like a top energy. We got a disappointed Tom here. What can we know about this person our Cancers are not talking to? What can we know? What can we know? Justice. Okay. What is this person's overall energy towards Cancer? So we do have the Devil showing up here. We'll come back to this. How does this person feel towards Cancer? Person that's not talking with Cancer. We'll have Two of Pentacles. What else? So we have High Priestess. This is talking about a person here, Cancer, that essentially it's implying a situation that there's been, for sure, some sort of, I would have to assume, some sort of disappointment. All right. But this is going to be a person that's had some history with you. If they've only talked to you for like a couple months, or there wasn't any real emotional connection, they're not showing up here. All right, this has got to be somebody that's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years or something with you, or we're talking about time for emotional, like an emotional connection to develop. Right. 2, some type of obsession with you of some sort. All right, the Devil energy is implying that this person, irregardless of the Five of Cups energy, still have some type of attachment to you, meaning that you rub them in some way that apparently allured them, despite the negative. All right, and 3, this is a person that most likely felt at some point in time they were in love with you. All right, if you know this person never had any, romantic feelings like that for you, then they're not showing up here. It's some person that feels very disappointed, or were let down, or the situation just, for whatever reason, came to an end. This could be a Cancer that bounced out or left the situation and just didn't want to do it anymore. On the other hand, it's possible that maybe it's a Cancer for some of you that felt that you had to dump them, or you had to leave the situation, right? This one's I can already tell with how this energy is showing, it's a very fine line kind of read. All right. Either on the one hand, you're a Cancer that left because you were wanting to go and dick around with somebody else, or you're the Cancer that felt that you were in a bad situation and you had to leave. In other words, you're saying like, they were toxic for me, not healthy. I had to do what's best for me and leave. All right. But it can go either way. All right. So you kind of have to be honest with yourself if you're the good or the bad Cancer here, because I can, depending on how we plug that in here, can definitely apply to this energy. All right. It does show somebody that's disappointed. All right. With Justice here, it is also suggesting for a small portion of you legal problems with this person. Family court could be a thing. All right. That's not for all of you. It's a small percentage of you. It's possible. All right. You may have gone to court with this person in the past. All right. The Two of Pentacles is talking about stabilizing something in their feelings. The High Priestess here is not too clear, but it is suggesting like someone that's trying to make peace of the situation or just bring stability back to it. All right. Why would that be showing up in their feelings? Because it's implying with this King of Cups reversed and Five of Cups, Devil energy, and all this stuff. It's more than likely been some drama or problems or issues with you and this individual. All right. Now, how bad that drama is, it's going to be different from every situation. Right. Why would somebody want to try and, bring some stability back? There's obviously been some dysfunction going on. How does this person see Cancer? High chance this person, well, now that I think about this, I just want to throw this out there real quick. All right. I know I said this person needs to have a lot of history for you, but when I was thinking about it, I'm like, there are situations where somebody just falls in love with somebody pretty quickly, all right, and becomes obsessed. All right, so that is possible. So I guess if you feel that this is that kind of person, then that can apply too. How does this person that's not talking with Cancer see Cancer? We have Moon here too. Let me take that. We have Fool here. I'm going to take that too. How do they see Cancer? We have King of Swords reversed. This person may feel you don't want to talk to them. Alright? Just use Dark Root Tarot. If I'm right about that, why would this person think Cancer doesn't want to talk to them? Or Cancer is ignoring them? Why would this person feel that? King of Wands. So some of you may be dealing with somebody else or have somebody else that they think that you're dealing with. Alright. Page of Pentacles is here too. This can also be someone, like, if this person did come around that you rejected it or you weren't interested. Or you just kind of gave them the cold shoulder. Right. King of Wands here is also a problem because it is implying for certain Cancers that you may have let this person know that, you know, I have somebody else I'm talking to. Now, I'm not sure if this is a scenario, you got to keep this in mind, that perhaps you were just telling them that just to make them jealous or piss them off. I don't know. For some of you may have done that. All right. Whether this King of Wands is real or not. But the King of Wands can talk about a much more an attractive or a person that you think is very desirable or whatever like that. All right. With this energy here, high chance of like some sort of mental gymnastics going on here over texting or phone calls or something like this at some point. All right. The King of Wands can also be someone that they feel that you've got interest in. So, or you're wanting to put energy into. Whether you're actually doing that or not, I don't know. This person, whoever they are, Cancer, can also be somebody that assumes a lot of things. Why is this person not talking with Cancer? We have Five of Swords here as well. I won't take it though, but it does feel right. Why is this person not talking with Cancer? Card comes out. It says Nine of Wands. It doesn't answer the question at all. Tell us more about the Nine of Wands. Why is that? Why is the Knight of Wands a problem for them? So it goes over the High Priestess over the Knight of. It goes over the High Priestess straight to the Knight or King of Swords reversed. Oh, it goes over them, and then it goes in their feelings as well. So it's signing with this High Priestess. Tell us about the High Priestess. What do we need to know about that? So it says Magician reversed, and it goes over the Knight of Wands. So this, the only thing I can really apply here, Cancer, is it's suggesting that this person does want to come towards you. All right. One has to assume if this is a rival kind of situation where they want to come back into the picture, but it's almost suggesting in their mind that you wouldn't want to start something. All right. Either that or the means or the ability to do so is not there. All right. Once again, if you have some other person that's hanging around, you know, a male orbiter or a female orbiter, this person may see that as a conflict of interest. All right. How can I do that? Cancer's already, you know, involved with something or dicking around with something. I don't know. Whoever this person is, Cancer, is also somebody that spends a hell of a lot of time thinking about you, and they're just who knows what. This person has to have, likely has air sign qualities for sure. It's very dominant in their energy. Doesn't mean to say they're an air sign. It's just saying that they're doing a lot of it. A lot of air sign stuff. And air, fire. So this again is kind of suggesting there's heavy like rejection energy, like it's almost implying that while this person wants to come do something with you, Cancer, it's like they're expecting to be turned down, or you know, like you're just not gonna bite the bait, or you're just gonna give them the cold shoulder. I don't know, something like that. What can Cancer expect from this person that feels like they're gonna just get shot down? I have 4 of Cups here. So it says 6 of Cups reversed. Tell us about that. It goes over High Priestess. 9 of Pentacles, that's not good. What does that mean for Cancer? So what is holding this person back? It says 5 of Wands. Here's what you need to know, alright? Okay, for a hot minute I was thinking this person wasn't going to come around. It does actually suggest something around that this person does. Okay. You got double 9s here, which is good. Alright, the Moon and the Fool here is implying some sort of mystery around taking a chance or a new start, a new beginning. When I'm asking what the barrier here is, it's suggesting some sort of conflict once again with you. We got 5 of Wands. Look, in conclusion, if I'm honest with you, Cancer, this person's energy seems a little bit all over the place. My overall, like, my best guess and my impression is that this is an individual that, again, you've had problems with in the past, for sure. Alright? I think there is an obsessive component with you. In what way, I don't know. Alright? This person, it does suggest, had very strong feelings for you. Again, fell in love kind of situation. There's definitely some sort of disappointment on their side. Now, why that happened, I don't know. But whichever way we want to spin it, this person still is looking at it despite that. Even though they have some sort of, from their standpoint, disappointment. There is still that devil energy, which is makes you some person that's alluring. Your situation or whatever you do or however you talk to them or hang out with them is doing something where it's triggered some type of past memories for them. And I'm almost 100% positive this person is looking from the past. In translation, when you guys first met, it's like they're trying to filter out all the bad, and they're just like, you know, when things were really working and popping. That's what this person's looking at, right? Now, there's some sort of, we can repair this and fix this energy with this person. It shows you heavily on their mind, reflecting on the situation. It also implies that this person does want to talk with you, but for some reason, there's potentially some other suitor or competition that they feel maybe cock-blocking them, all right? All right. There's also some degree of pessimism that's coming from this person that you may not be interested or give them the cold shoulder. All right. I don't know if this person's manifesting a chance with you or something like that, but it shows up there. All right. There is something, you know, with the double nines here that is implying some readiness or interest to maybe go to, I mean, if you think about it, where is the 9 going to go? The 9 of Cups going to go? It's going to go to 10 of Cups. Where is the 9 of Pentacles going to go? It's go to 10 of Pentacles. Both of those are long-term energies, which this person would absolutely want. All right. But it's despite everything I'm saying, even for the positive parts, it's implying that this person's almost expecting that there could be tension or problems or drama. But the other thing the Five of Wands can also talk about your Cancer is, again, competition being a problem. Someone cock blocking them. Okay. For some of you Cancers, you are dealing with somebody else. Alright? If that's the case, then there you go. That's this person seen as a problem. If you're not dealing with anybody, the next question is, who does this person think you're dealing with? I don't know. Alright? Anyways, that's what I got for you. Good luck to you on this, whatever the situation is. Yeah, I don't really see this. I think this person at some point will make an appearance, Cancer, if they haven't already. You know, this is like, I can almost imply or see it happening, like a person that gets drunk or something and get like drunk text you. You're a bitch. Just want to let you know, but I love you too. Good luck to you, Cancer. What a weird reading. Cancer's a bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Leo. Oh, thank God we made it to your sign. I just got our Cancer's reading. That was a doozy. Fatigue, Tiger! Cancer fatigue. Alright. Tell me about the person our Leos are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? So we have Six of Wands. Okay. What is this person's overall energy towards Leo? We have Nine of Wands. Good. How does this person feel towards Leo? We have the Queen here. I'm going to take that as like a top energy. How do they feel? We've got Hermit in their feelings. And what else? What else are they feeling towards our Leos? I mean, we've still got Cancer showing up in this reading. So we have Devil showing up here. So this shows a person that's got some type of obsession to you, potentially. All right. Tell me more about the Hermit. Clarify it. What do I need to know about that? Queen of Swords. What do you need to know about this person, Leo? It is an individual that seems to want something positive or something to go well with you. All right. Their energy definitely shows an individual that would like to come towards you. All right. Now, this Queen of Cups reversed is somewhat negative because it's, I don't know what the context is, but I'm going to assume that there's some concern that you are shut off to this person. All right. Whenever the Queen of Cups is reversed, she's pretty much in air energy, all right, which apparently showed up here. So it is implying that this person is having a good old think, potentially how to approach you. How do I approach this cold bitch? How do I talk to her in a manner that's going to be presentable? All right, maybe if I dress up like this, that'll, you know, warm things up a little. Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't have someone dressed like Satan at your door. All right. Now, this person, in all seriousness, I think, again, has some sort of... It would have to be a person, Leo, that has had history with you. Yeah, there had to have been. I mean, if this was upright at some point, there must have been some type of romantic interest between the both of you, implying that at some point things were good. Could have been even a bond where you guys were, you know, getting hot and heavy and serious with each other. So there was some sort of chemistry that did lead to something, which is good. All right. The Devil energy here and the Knight of Wands energy, that can definitely tell us about some type of sexual infatuation towards you as well, or interest around that. How does this person that's not talking with Leo see Leo? So I have Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. There's also some sort of rejection here. With this page being reversed here. This is kind of suggesting, high suggestion of a Leo that's either you're trying to move on from this person, or you've kind of shut them down, or given them the impression that you're kind of done, or you weren't that interested. If this, I'm just saying, in the event this person maybe came around in the past for some of you. But the page can also just tell us that it was a fumbled start. Like maybe this, and this is an if this person did come around, it can imply like, however it was initiated, didn't go anywhere. Like maybe they said hi, you said hi, and it just didn't go anywhere. If that's true and it didn't go anywhere, this person came around, it never went anywhere with Leo, what was the reason? It just says Tower, something that was unexpected happened. Tower is never good. For some of you, may have contemplated attempted murder and threw this person out of your house. Perhaps you're just really not having it that day. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, literally, you must have thrown them out of your house. I mean, there's them. Jesus. Tell us about this person that's not talking with Leo. Why are they not talking with Leo? So it says Three of Pentacles reversed. That's not good either. It's talking about balls in the air, or things get rocky, shaky, where you guys can't work with each other, can't get along with each other. This card, this Three of Pentacles, is not good in this scenario here, because what that tells us is that this, I don't know whether this is, I mean, some of you are just going to disagree with it, but it's implying in a romantic situation like this, that it's two people that when they're dealing with an issue such as this one, there's not really a great teamwork effort to resolve the issue. Now, some of you may, now what's deceptive about this is in some scenarios, people will say that actually I did want to do everything, blah, 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 right? But this card carries one thing with it, or I. And it's the I in team kind of thing. So you can have somebody that wants to fix, you know, the whole scenario and situation, but if they want to fix it their way, it can be a conflict of interest for the other person, because they may see it differently, that maybe we need to work on this, and you're like, no, this is what needs to be done. Well, so I'm basically trying to say it's like two people that can't seem to agree on how to resolve something. All right, you're seeing it like that this was the issue, this is what needs to be resolved, you need to do this, and they're like, they're not really seeing your standpoint, like why that's such a big issue. Why this keeps showing up as a problem where, I don't know, it seems like yeah, because I mean, if you look at the Page of Pentacles, this is almost implying that, I'm assuming with this reading, at some point this person tried to restart something with you. Guys couldn't get along, and it's just, it doesn't, I don't know, can't cooperate with each other. Why is there communication issues? Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Says the world reversed and it goes over the devil. Again, so it's saying lessons not being learned. So the world reverse energy is immediately telling us one thing here. It's implying that there's some sort of cycle, and it's going over the devil energy that keeps happening over and over. Okay? Now, this can also be a problem when it's a finger-pointing situation where there's a, you know, it's, you're 100% the reason why this is happening type thing, all right? Because those situations can never resolve. It's like, because some person's like, you know, they're not going to take 100% of the blame. They're going to be like, they're going to want to cite that you're doing some part of it too. And you're going to be like, no. All right, so anyways, it's saying some type of cycle here, Leo, that keeps going around in circles. Keeps repeating. The devil energy here too can tell us, Leo, that it's a problem or a situation that occurs that neither one of you can see it. That's also another factor here. In other words, despite your wisdom and knowledge and everything, there's something that you're unable to see that keeps repeating, that you think you may have all the answers to on this situation, whoever this is, but it's implying with the tarot that actually you don't. You don't have all the answers on something. And neither do they. What can Leo expect from this person? This person will come around to try and resolve things with you. Alright? It's kind of implying they're, with the Ace of Wands, they're looking for some type of opportunity. It already showed the Nine of Wands here, favorable to you. Okay. Even if this person comes around, my final thoughts here, Leo, is that this is not good, because this tells us that there's more than likely, that's pretty much the crux of the problem, is that there is some issue when it comes to, when there's a problem, you guys can't see eye to eye on something, or you're unable to, they act or do something that you feel pisses you off or irritates you, and maybe you feel that screws everything up, and that's why we can't resolve this or resolve that. And they're maybe seeing it like, well, you just don't want to tolerate how they are. I don't know. All right. This is really situation dependent, so please use your judgment on how it applies to you, alright? I would guess in this scenario that both, this doesn't seem like it's a one side, like one person's an angel here and one's bad. This kind of seems like it's implying both have issues in this, alright? Good luck to you, Leo. What a weird situation. But I do anticipate, based on the energy that showed, that this person may be seeking an opportunity to come around to you. Virgo. How are my Virgos doing? How are you doing? Some of the person our Virgos are not talking to. Who is this person? What can we know? What can I know? What can the world know? What can Virgo know? We have the Ten of Wands here. Okay. What is this person's overall energy towards Virgo? We have Judgment reversed. Okay. Let's go to their feelings and see what that shows. How does this person feel towards Virgo? The person that is not talking to Virgo. Shit. Put that back. How do they feel? So we have Two of Cups reversed. How else do they feel towards Virgo? Okay. Whoever this person is here, Virgo, is quite negative towards you. Not in, like, they just think you're a bitch or something. That's not what I'm saying. They're seeing that you and them apparently have some type of issues where... This is almost kind of giving a hint of Leo's reading, where it's talking about some sort of challenges or problems that are that got in the way between you and them. All right. In their feelings, we do have the Two of Cups reversed, which I'm assuming at some point in time, you and them were giving each other your cups, which is a good thing. Talks about you guys had a connection at some point that was working. There was some chemistry. The kettle was boiling, but no longer. They're reflecting on the separation between the both of you. The Chariot reversed is basically talking or stating that not only are things not moving forward, but there's challenges or obstacles in the way that are so bad that they can't do anything. Okay? Don't know what that's implying, but it's saying there's some sort of impossible barrier going on here. And it shows in who this person might be. Ten of Wands. I mean, Jesus. This is a just look at this person. I mean, did you meet them off of Instagram or what's those dating sites? Tinder? This person may be somebody, I don't know, this person may feel they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders. Judgment reverses their overall energy. This is not good either. This can talk about, when it's reversed, disagreements between each other. You and them can't agree on something. Again, it can also talk about them reflecting from the past, about they're still not confident on how to go forwards with things. Translation, there's still unresolved matters. Baggage. How does this person see Virgo? Four of Cups. There's a lot to be desired. Wow. Maybe just leave this train wreck where it belongs. This person seems like they got, yeah. I'm like, what's the positive here? Why are they not talking with Virgo? Four of Pentacles, things moved on. Why are we doing this reading? Well, why is the Two of Cups? This is the only card here that can probably give us an answer. Why is the Two of Cups reversed in their feelings? Why is that there? It says Four of Pentacles over the Four of Pentacles reversed. So it's saying this person hasn't let go. They're still holding on. Can't let you off the hook so easily. This person spends a lot of time thinking about you, and it shows judgment reversed again. Wow. This person wants to be a permanent, lifetime ankle biter. For some of you, this could be Michael Myers. It's like, why won't you die? I'll be around forever, Virgo. Forever. Okay. Spirit, like... What can Virgo expect from this person? We have Fool here. Saying strength. What is this? Okay. Give me one more card about strength and what Virgo can expect. This person that Virgo's not talking with. Tell me more about strength. Okay, there we go. So I have Page of Cups. This person wants to come back around. Alright.
Hey, it's me again. You little ankle biter.
Yeah. They even look like a little ankle biter. What do we learn out of this reading? Your reading overall is quite easy to read, thank God, because the previous two signs was a bit of a mess. You have an individual here, Virgo, that I think has not got over you. Plain and simple. Alright? Something happened between you and them that I don't know what you did, or how it ended, or what you guys did, but they don't seem to be able to really move past it. And because they can't move past it, they're seeing it like as an unresolved thing that they can't really sweep under the rug. Right? There seems to be some like mystery or uncertainty that's also driving this person. The High Priestess going to Judgment Reverse tells us that that's weighing heavily on their mind. Either that there was past disagreements that are bothering them, or it's just suggesting they don't really know if a new start is possible, but that's also bothering them. You know, the Four of Cups is telling us the shoulda, the coulda, the would'ves. There's also that energy going on here. They're showing some type of detachment energy, but at the same time they want to come back. It's showing potentially that there's some kind of, I don't want to say it's truly clinger energy, Virgo, but there's some type of, again, energy suggesting I don't want to let go type thing. This person's aware that there's barriers or obstacles or issues, something like that, that have probably happened and are still present. I'm not really sure. But whatever way they look at it, it's not going to stop them. It's suggesting you. All right? I don't think this person is like, even though we've seen and what you can expect, the Page of Cups going to Strength, despite that, I still think there's a chance that this person might hold back a bit. It is kind of suggesting that, like I said, irregardless of whatever I've said here, they're going to come around. But, yeah. We'll see. Alright. If this person does come around, I'm not really sure. It's like not even really that clear on what they would be, how they would approach it, or what they would truly say to you, or, you know, would it just be they just want to find out where you stand so they can satisfy their curiosity, or is it them wanting to repair the connection? Right? There's most certainly something here that's bothering them, is what I'm trying to emphasize here. All right? And it seems that they need you to clear that up. Now, perhaps once you've cleared up whatever this is, you might never hear from them again. I don't know. Alright? But if I had to take a gander, that's a major factor in what's driving them to want to come back around. It's something that they feel like I need an answer to. I need clarity on it. And I'm just not really sure why it's not something you typically see in the tarot, so I don't know. Good luck to you. Virgo, I do expect, as I said, this person, it suggests will come around. All right? Good luck to you. All right, let's go to Libra. Libra. Libra, how are you doing? Tell me about the person our Libras are not talking to. Who is this person? What can we know? What can Libra know? What can this trash can over here know? So it says the Ten of Swords reversed. What is the overall energy of this person that's not talking to Libra? Card comes out. Wow, I wish you could see that. It says Four of Swords reversed. This is immediately talking about a situation of some sort that has transitioned. The swords are coming out. So if we look at the Ten of Swords here, this can talk about painful endings or bad endings. All right. However something ended, it's different for everyone, obviously, Libra, but it can talk about disappointing endings on the lighter side, all right? But the reversal can tell us the swords coming out, a transition, an end of a cycle of some sort. The Four of Swords was upright at some point, which would be fitting with this. It can talk about separation, recovering, whatever. It's reversed here. So both these cards are suggesting a period that's over with this person. Tell us about this person that I guess has transitioned from something from the past with Libra. How do they feel towards Libra? Apparently not transitioned enough. We have the Five of Swords here. How else do they feel towards Libra? We'll have Hierophant reverse. I'm going to take the under Five of Swords. Give me one more card on how they feel towards Libra. So we'll have Nine of Swords reversed. Well, isn't this a little puzzle? So we have split energy here, which is typically not good. We have Eight of Swords, split deck, take that. Over the Nine of Swords reversed. Let me see how this person sees you. Tell us about the person that's not talking with Libra. How do they see Libra? So we have Two of Swords here. I'm going to take that. And we have 10 of Swords. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'll be honest, without even saying anything about this reading yet, there's a low probability of this, whatever the situation is. Seems like it's, yeah. This person has to, as I said, been somebody here, Libra, that you had not the best ending with. All right. In their feelings, it is implying some sort of stress or overthinking. All right. The Five of Swords going over the Hierophant reverse can talk about a wide variety of things, but it's not good. It could talk about that there's problems and values on how you guys see each other. That could be a conflict of interest. It can also talk about a total loss. All right. This person's viewing that there could have been a potential connection or a long-term thing that just resulted in a loss. All right. Nobody won. All right. Hierophant can't talk about marriage kind of things, but the reversal is just saying, again, like an ending of that. It can talk, once again, about problems and values. All right. And then, when people have conflicting values, it can lead to issues where people are getting apprehensive with each other. Things like that. This person sees you as Ten of Swords, Two of Swords. Again, I don't think this person, their energy is not very good to you. They kind of see, like, in some ways, like you're on the fence, or your emotions are blocked, or you don't have an answer. All right. This Ten of Swords probably suggests either A, they felt that you kind of let them down, or they potentially, it could be vice versa. If you felt that this person, maybe it could be a situation where you felt they cheated on you or whatever, Libra. If that was the case, then maybe this person kind of feels that while they're over it, maybe you're not. All right? Could be something like that. So it really kind of, for this reading to really make sense, it's one of those things where you got to really, truly weigh out where you stand. All right? In a scenario. But this energy is very guarded, which is not good, because it pretty much means things can't really move forward. Why is this person not talking with Libra? So we have Queen of Swords here. I'm gonna take that. Four of Cups. I won't take that. Why is this person not talking with Libra? So we have Empress. Tell us more about the Empress. So we have Moon here. Why is there uncertainty around the Empress? What's causing that? I'll be real with you, Libra. There's no hope. With this reading, it is so. Empress is positive here. It does suggest favorable qualities to you, but it's going over Moon energy, which is immediately suggesting some sort of, again, uncertainty, doubt. And the Empress can talk about things growing between the both of you. There's doubt about that. When I'm asking more, like clarifying it, it's just the wounded warrior energy, growing battle lines. This has to be a situation that's just got to the point it's fatigued, all right? Or it's like a cat that's had its 9 lives, type thing. This is like, there's so much swords energy in here that, again, there's no cups energy, period, which is not good, because it means that whatever love and passion left the building a long time ago. I hate to be negative, but I mean, it is what it is, all right? The Queen of Swords, I took it here, which is likely representing you, because you are an air sign. But once again, that's falling in suit with what I just said. There's no chemistry here. I mean, if you don't have any chemistry, and I'm saying like feelings are blocked or whatever like that, what are the odds that this is going to bloom into something? Very low. All right, why are we doing this reading? This situation seems cooked, Spirit. It's saying someone's manifesting it. Either you or them. I don't know. There's also reflection going on. When the only possible explanation why something like this could still be showing up in the tarot is because someone is still reflecting on it. There's a manifestation component. Four of Cups is the shoulda, the coulda, the woulda. It's the reflection card. It is the I'm gonna stick my mind and think about what went wrong and why it didn't work and blah 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 and who did what and what you did and what they did and what you said and what they said back to you, and it really shows that this person has some type of overthinking, or they spend a lot of time clouding their mind with thoughts. All of these swords are telling us that there's something pertaining, if they're reflecting about you, Libra, that there's some barrier or obstacle or something, You could almost say it like, this is a problem, that's a problem, oh, and when we do this, that's a problem, and they're reflecting that, and it's like, I don't know what to do about it. But it kind of, like, there is some synergy here where it kind of suggests that while I can paint them as a mental mess here, it is kind of suggesting in the tarot that you follow suit. There's some component about that you do it too. So, I don't know. Very strange reading. What can Libra expect from this person overall? Says 9 of Cups. That's good. Tell us more about that through this mess. It's first Cups energy we got. Why can Libra expect that? So it says Temperance. Something gets resolved. How does that happen? I'm just not really seeing that happening, to be honest. But how does that happen? What causes that to happen? Says the Devil reversed. So some type of illusion is resolved, or some type of negative energy is cleared. How does that happen? What causes the Devil to be reversed? Something over the Ten of Swords. So it says 4 of Pentacles. Saying letting go of something. So something to do with this Ten of Swords gets let go. That has to be pertaining to you, I'm guessing, or why would that? What causes that to go away? What just magically fixes that? Apparently, it's something that you just can't. Yeah. Good luck with this situation. After I told there was no Cups energy in this reading, apparently there is. All right. I mean, where do you even start with this? This seems like a total mess. Like a circus wouldn't even describe this well enough. Wouldn't do it justice. Here's my overall impression here, Libra, and final thoughts. Whatever happened in the past year, this situation, in my honest opinion, seems extremely dysfunctional, all right, or problematic, all right? If you didn't have a situation like that with this person, you may not be showing up here in this reading, all right? This describes like a Libra. I'm willing to bet money. It was something where it was a constant peppering, a nice little peppering of problems or little issues or things that kept on coming up. Whether it was over values or, you saw things one way, or somebody wasn't trying, or somebody read the situation wrong, or there was other factors I'm not even aware about that were, present in the picture. We've got this Ten of Swords energy implying that there was some type of, again, real slammer to the emotions, something that happened. It's showing both of you kind of are detached from the situation a bit. There's resistance in the situation. Okay. Now, maybe some of that energy has faded, depending on time and everything like that, but it's very like hardened energy. It's hard for anything to bloom when you've got something like this present, right? Again, it does suggest in the tarot that why this is happening is because somebody's manifesting it. If you aren't manifesting this person, then it's likely on their side that they were thinking about you or the situation, all right? The devil, why apparently this all somehow magically fixes itself. Again, I don't really personally believe this will happen, but it's suggesting that the devil reversed energy occurs, which is favorable because it suggests that something that was really clouded or negative, it just, whatever the illusion was that was causing strife and problems, it just somehow goes away. All right? Don't know how that happens. Temperance means there's harmony and balance. And the Nine of Cups can talk about success, things going well, some type of rekindling. 9 is one away from 10 of Cups. Again, talking about a reforming of some type of bond potential. And then it's showing romantic connection back into them. Don't ask me how that happens. Apparently that's what Tarot's saying. Anyways, good luck to you. But, yeah. If this energy is resonating, highly unlikely that's going to happen. But, who knows? What do I know? Universe can do some weird things sometimes. All right. Good luck to you. You love your beautiful disaster. Alright. Scorpio. Let me restart that. I got distracted there. Scorpio. Alright, who this person might be. We have 8 of Cups reversed. That just came out, so I took it. Alright, on who this person might be. So it is talking about somebody that has walked away before or left a situation. But the reversal of the 8 of Cups can suggest that either A, they've come back in the past more than once, or B, it is suggesting that they want to make a reappearance to the situation. The negative with this energy, though, this energy is that whenever somebody leaves the situation in the tarot, especially the 8 of Cups, it's talking about that there was some sort of energy that was put in there, but unfortunately you have to abandon ship. You have to leave all the work you put into it, which is disappointing to people, right? So coming back to it kind of oftentimes suggests here, when it's reversed, that despite that there's probably still the same problems, they're coming back. So that's not a good energy, because sometimes this can be, I didn't find anything better elsewhere, I'm coming back. Or I want to. Or I know it's not healthy for me to come back around to Scorpio, but when in Rome. What is this person's overall energy to Scorpio? What is their overall energy to Scorpio? It shows death reversed. I'm pretty much going to say a no in this reading immediately, but we'll see where it goes. Alright, this is suggestive of unfinished business. Again, red flag. But see where it goes. Try and be positive here. Tell us about this person that apparently wants to time travel back into the past with Scorpio. How do they feel towards Scorpio? Two of Cups reversed. Ooh. How else do they feel towards Scorpio? Okay, yeah. This has got to be somebody that has very poor abilities to leave the past alone, right? I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing depending on how you look at it, all right? But their energy shows a strong, unresolved, well, let me word it this way. You get connections where people come together. Yeah, they have a romantic connection. Things happen. You guys don't work out. It's hard sometimes to have to walk away from those situations, but most people generally move on. All right. This energy doesn't suggest that. It suggests that this person can't or doesn't want to move on. All right. Their feelings suggest wanting to come back into the fold. High potential. If you have kids with this person or had a former family with them, that's what's driving this. All right. Two of Wands reversed is suggesting kind of a problem though, because they're not really sure which way it's going to go, and it just seems to be stuck. I don't know, but that's what I want. All right. This person doesn't have clarity or certainty. How do they see Scorpio? Could be an ex-husband or an ex-baby daddy, baby mama wants to come back. Chariot reversed, so they see insurmountable obstacles or problems or things are stalled or not moving forwards between the both of you. Right? Or you're not taking action towards them. Why are they not talking with Scorpio? Saying King of Wands, they're not taking action. They're not doing anything. Why not? What's causing the King to be reversed? This person that's not talking with Scorpio, what's causing the King to be reversed? It says, because this person feels emotionally disconnected from you, or on the outs. Either that, or you threw them out of the house. What can Scorpio expect from this person? So it says Four of Swords, a bit of a timeout here. Okay. Yeah. This could have been fairly recent for some of you Scorpios. All right. Strong suggestion around, again, well, just based on the energy and also the picture of this card, especially in this case, strong suggestion if you had children or a family unit with this person. And I know that's not all of you, but I'm just saying for those that you that do, this person wants to reconnect the family again. All right. Now, while that sounds positive, it's still not showing them doing anything though. It does show them wanting to return to it though. Okay. But unfortunately, no action. All right. This person does feel disconnected from you. The feelings and why this King is also reversed, because you gotta remember the King of Wands is action. It is a king that you don't need to, go and tell them, are you interested or whatever. They decide. They'll choose. They make their own decisions. So, King of Wands, when he has his eye on something, we'll go after it. All right, and if you want to apply it to women, same thing. They don't need to be told to come around or whatever. They'll just do it if they want to. All right, but the reversal is showing a hard stop. And it's implying because they feel disconnected or on the outs with you. All right, going back to their feelings. Another reason for, again, that King being reversed is because the reversal of this Two of Wands is telling us there's stalled energy. They're either, again, not making a choice or they don't know which way to go about things. So this could be, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I just should leave this alone. But there's also that part of them that wants to come back around. It is showing with this Chariot reverse energy, which is quite negative, that there could be barriers, like you guys just, argue with each other, you get around, or you just can't agree on certain things. I don't know. Anyways, what is something unexpected that could change the outcome, Spirit? Because, yeah. It says something that could change the outcome is the Knight of Cups. How does that relate to Scorpio? It says moving things forward to calmer waters. That could mean a lot of different things here, Scorpio, and unfortunately, I can't find an exact translation on what it's implying towards you. It's saying, so when we ask the question, what can change the outcome here? It's saying the Knight of Cups, which is somebody coming on the horse in a romantic, loving, caring way, or accepting a romantic offer of some sort. Hint, hint, this person, right? And how that's applying to you, we got Six of Swords, moving things to calmer waters. So it's suggestive of some sort of cooperation. But with that all being said, it's still kind of suggesting that this person, in my opinion, is not going to do much, right? So I'm not really sure if that's implying like maybe you go to them or they're going to come to you. I don't know, right? But that's like a hidden factor. So don't read too much into it. But I'm assuming what it's implying there is in the world that you have some sort of interest to this person and they approach you again, or you're interested too. It's saying to work with them or be cooperative on moving things to calmer waters. But again, some of you maybe just don't have any interest in that and just don't feel like it's possible because it's already suggesting that here. Alright, good luck to you, Scorpio. That's what I got for you. This person still has unfinished business with you. I'm assuming for some of you, you'll know who that is. Go to Sagittarius. Let's go to Sagittarius, cause they're hilarious. Sagittarius. Tell me about the person our Sagittarius want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? Okay, we have some Libra energy with this Three of Swords reversed here. Okay. It doesn't really tell us much other than that you guys separated at some point, but it's showing transitioned. So it's someone from the past. Again, it's very generic. What is this person's overall energy? The person that's not talking with Sagittarius. This person's still thinking about you, or I can already tell that this is high chance of somebody wanting to reconcile with that energy coming out. How does this person feel towards Sagittarius? The one that is in this Ten of Cups energy. How do they feel towards Sagittarius? It says Seven of Wands. Okay, that's not good. How else do they feel? So we'll have Two of Swords. I'm going to take that under the Seven of Wands. And we have Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, this person, whoever they are, is seeing some type of home body values with you, Sagittarius. Some of you could be in career jobs, or you're running your own ship, or you have a home, or I don't know, an apartment, a living situation, but you're, you know, the Queen of Pentacles can be it's a widely encompassing card because it can just, depending on the situation, describe a woman or, or a guy if you're watching, I guess, somebody that is, again, a homebody person, or they're good with business, money, finances. They're able to kind of be independent, take care of themselves, but they can also play the role of a home taker, a caretaker, or, in this case, a stay-at-home mom, or some figure like that. They can also be long-term material, loyal, or have qualities that are suitable for long-term companionship. All right, and we also have the home in the background there. All right, so this person has some sort of understanding. It would imply that you have those qualities, or they've already from the past seen that you're capable of them. All right, but the Seven of Wands here is showing some type of defensive energy going to the decision, or weighing something out. So I don't know what that's about 100%. They may feel that you're a bit defensive to them. How does this person see Sagittarius? Okay, so it shows horizontal Two of Cups. Again, I'm like kind of strongly on the side of this person just wants to come back around. Alright. Because the Two of Cups can tell us when it's horizontal here, either you're not together or you're together. So they're seeing you as potential. And we've got a potential here. Why is this person not talking with Sagittarius? It's saying the Hermit reversed, and it went over the Two of Cups reversed. So again, this person seems to be stuck in some type of thought about where you guys stand. What can Sagittarius expect from this person that's stuck in thought? Saying they'll continue to be stuck in their mind. What is causing them to be so stuck in their mind? It's saying like there's self-doubt. This person's an overthinker. They think too much. This is paralysis by analysis, or they're talking themselves out of it. What? Damn it. Oh man. Hate when the cards go everywhere. One card came out. What is it? High Priestess reversed. Again, that's pretty fitting with this energy. High Priestess reversed can also tell us about gossip, or other people, or exposure in some cases, things being revealed. I don't know what that has to do with the situation, but this person's overthinking shit, or they're spending too much time like analyzing or something around that that's causing a problem here. The High Priestess in reversal also tells us that they're so in their mind that they're not even following what their intuition's trying to tell them. In other words, they're overriding what their internal voice is telling them. Reach out and touch me, or whatever. What is that song? Johnny Cash. Is it Johnny Cash or Marilyn Manson? I don't know. I think it was originally Johnny Cash, or Depeche Mode. It was Depeche Mode. Reach out and touch me. You guys know what some of you guys know what that song is. That song I don't normally get songs that connect with readings, but that song has something to do with it. Let me see what is that song? Depeche Mode, Reach Out and Touch Faith. So it says, why do I feel it has something to do with this reading? Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayer. I don't even know if I'll get copyrighted for even saying this. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Apparently this person maybe, I don't know. Read through those lyrics, it has something to do with this reading. Alright, something to do with this person's mind and whatever. their thoughts. It's that probably describes this High Priestess reversed energy. That could be a clue from Spirit. All right. Take what you want with that. All right. What is a mystery factor here that could change the outcome, Spirit? Sagittarius picking up the phone. It says joyful times or something good or children for some of you. If it's good times, how does that happen? Or positivity or memories. Saying something with the Four of Cups. Something positive that's being thought about. I don't know what that's really trying to say there. Six of Cups can talk about when things are blissful, going well. I mean, Lord knows this situation needs it. Who knows? That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. What do we learn from this reading? This person has desires for you. I think they see a future with you, but there's a lot of mental blocks here. There's doubt. Why that is, I don't know. I really don't. All right. Okay. I'm not saying this person is seeing this completely as a flawless situation. According to this, they're not. But there's definitely some sort of qualities about you that they see as desirable, still enough to keep them interested, enough so to put them in their mind in a mental prison. Correct. I think there is a manifestation component here. However, despite this good energy, it's still showing they have serious mental blocks, or they're just paralyzed by analysis, don't know what to do. So Two of Swords, the Hermit reversed. We've got the High Priestess is reversed. The Eight of Swords is upright. There's some defensive energy here. So I'm not really confident this person will really do anything action-wise. It's saying, again, something positive can change the outcome here, but I don't... Who knows what you would have to do, or if that's just something Spirit does. I don't know. Good luck to you. If nothing positive, we'll say, with the Six of Cups happens, I don't see anything happening with this situation. Unless you've got children with this person, maybe that is a clue that could change the outcome somehow. I don't know. Capricorn. Tell me about the person our Capricorns are not talking to. Who are you not talking to? Everyone, Wes. So it says Seven of Pentacles reversed. And who this person might be. Okay. This doesn't tell us a great deal, but it is suggestive of you didn't get really good... Either there's some scenario with a person that you didn't really get bad results, or there was some sort of something going on that kept on reoccurring. Here. It's very vague. What is this person's overall energy towards Capricorn? Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles, so this person does want to come around. But, you know, with Seven of Pentacles reversed, it could imply that that's already happened more than once. How does this person feel towards Capricorn? Two of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle energy. Actually, it's all Pentacle energy. How else do they feel towards Capricorn? It says Lovers reversed. So this is kind of already painting that there's some situation between you and them where the chemistry has been damaged. This is a let's pick up the pieces energy. You have the Ace going straight into the Two of Pentacles. This kind of shows a, yeah, I know it's pretty much destroyed, but maybe we can put it back together. You know, if you wanna, you know, if you can see the rainbow, who knows what we can do together. How does this person see Capricorn? This person that's not talking with Capricorn. How do they see Capricorn? Five of Swords. Well, that's pretty much all I needed to know. So, that's most certainly why this is reversed. So, there is some... let me hold my tongue until I see what else comes out here. Why is this person not talking with Capricorn? There's two cards here. We're not going to take it. Why is this person not talking with Capricorn? It says Page of Pentacles reversed. Look. So I already said this person's probably come around more than once. So this reading describes so far, Capricorn, an individual that I'm assuming at some point in time, just to state the obvious and get that out of the way, there was chemistry between the both of you. Good. Whenever we have chemistry in the tarot, it means there's Cups energy present and there's fire energy present. All right? Fire is highly synergistic with the Cups energy because it heats it up, it gets emotions boiling, chemistry essentially, and that leads to romantic feelings, love, bonding. And these two seem to be bonding quite well with each other, probably doing other things with each other as well, but we won't go into that here. You know, because just remember, when we're on YouTube, as far as YouTube sees it, we're all children, and we don't want to be saying anything that's too sensitive, you know, because it might offend somebody, you know. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy YouTube. All right, for watching out for us, because Lord knows we don't know what we're doing. Anyways, just imagine that. Like, you had to sign before you could watch YouTube. Like, you had to watch a video from YouTube that explained to you, like, how to sit down talk like mom or dad would about what sex is about or something. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for enlightening me, because I was just, I couldn't see anything. I didn't know what I'm doing. No, you know? It's like you're my overlord. Anyways, I'm getting way carried away here. Sorry about that. Alright. Get really frustrated with YouTube sometimes. So, back to chemistry. Alright, so that happened at some point. Well, one would ask the question, why did it end? That's what it's implying here. Right? So, once that rose ball kind of got thrown on the ground, right, it kind of suggests that the cups got spilled. Okay? Whatever chemistry was there started to evaporate. And when chemistry is gone, you're getting two hearts that start to go cold towards each other. Right? It definitely implies that was going on. In fact, it says it was a loss for everyone, including you. Okay? how would that happen? It probably implies that there was quarreling or disagreements or something going on. It might have been nitpicking that led to more. All right. This Seven of Pentacles does tell us, gives us a clue here, because it suggests that if that was going on, after some bad seeds were planted and sprouted and the fruit sucked, they were planted again. In other words, the same problems kept on getting re-put into the situation. Okay. That energy is also notorious for highlighting finger pointing. This person did this. This person did that. If those words come out of your mouth, you are playing into this reading. Okay. Whatever the case is, it does imply that this person at some point tried to put their foot in the door, but it didn't work. In other words, you either didn't want to talk to them or you had issues with them, and that opportunity got missed or thrown down the drain. All right? Now, could it have been relating to their behavior? Sure, it could have. All right? Their overall energy implies that while maybe it didn't work, I'll come back around.
I can do it again. Yes, I can.
What's one more time? Like a real gambler, this person. I can't win if I don't play. It's not about fixing the problems. It's just spin the wheel a couple more times until it works. That's what Daddy taught me. Yeah, it's gonna wear Capricorn down until there's nothing left, and eventually just start cooperating. Card comes out after I say that. Knight of Cups comes over the Lovers, reversed. Good. What can Capricorn expect from this person? Oh man. We'll take that. We have Nine of Swords. Tell us more about the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. So we'll take both of these. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Star. We've got some healing energy here. But while that's good energy, Capricorn, this is quite negative. It suggests they're in their mind. What is causing them most to be in their mind about coming forwards to Capricorn? Card comes out. Things not moving forwards, it says. Actually, if anything, going backwards. How does Capricorn see this person? This may or may not apply to you, but I'm going to take it anyways. How does Capricorn see this person? It's not talking. It says Three of Wands horizontal. So you're kind of in the mix between it's not going anywhere or it is. Why does it say that? Saying Death reversed. It's saying because of the Ten of Swords. How things ended. Ugh, what a mess. I mean, here's my final thoughts on this Capricorn. If this situation resonates and it makes sense for some of you, all right? This is an if, all right? The greatest problem in this reading is that the energy is fairly consistent, which is always concerning because it tells us that whenever energy is, pretty streamlined in a tarot, it's highlighting a problem. All right, and in this case, it's talking about that there is a stability problem. In other words, that when you two get together, you can't seem to have stable footing, or there's some type of repetitive behavior that keeps replaying. Right? Blaming could be a thing here, or finger pointing, for sure. Okay? Which, again, in those situations, whenever that's going on, forget it. It's never going to work. All right? This person does have some type of past memories of you guys doing well with each other. So they know that that possibility is there. All right? But maybe their behavior sucked in the past, or they did something. I'm not saying, like, it's always both people are at fault here, Capricorn. Sometimes it just is. It's a person that maybe just fucked up. I don't know. All right? Excuse the language. Again, YouTube doesn't like it when I, use bad language. I have to fill out this thing that makes me like essentially confirm, like as a contract to AdSense, that I'm only using profanity sparingly. Okay, but if I do it excessively and they catch me out on it, oh, you get in trouble for that. Anyways, so you've had some type of tension with this person. This person seems to be aware that whatever the pizzazz was has kind of gone, right? But their next step in this approach would be to just try and get their foot back in the door. As I said, it kind of implies that this person has attempted that and it didn't work. Again, it's still, nonetheless, it still kind of suggests they're willing to, they're considering trying again. It shows from your side that you don't seem to really know which way things are going with this, right? In your energy, it's still showing Ten of Swords. So I'm assuming for a portion of you may still just not like this person, or you're still reflecting on how things ended and just focusing on that, right? This person kind of does expect that there will be conflict if they came back around to you, which again is not good. And the Seven of Pentacles reverse, as I already said, is also kind of suggesting that would happen. Like, in other words, that even if you guys somehow worked it out for a bit, there would at some point be friction again. Over what? I don't know. Just saying it would. This person overthinks things, and also implies that the one highlight out of this is that there is some sort of positivity. Like, they do want to make things better, but they're not expecting it to really go far. So, I don't know what to make of this reading. Good luck, Capricorn. You know, who knows? Alright. A little tricky to read some of these readings, but yeah. That's my thoughts. Take it or leave it. Alright. Go to Aquarius. Let's go to Aquarius. Let's go to Aquarius, because Aquarius is also hilarious. Aquarius. Tell me about the person our Aquarius are not talking to. Who is this person and what can we know? What can I know? What can Aquarius know? So it says the Lover's reversed. So we have some Gemini energy there. What is this person's overall energy to Aquarius? So we have the Page of Swords. It suggests this person's keeping tabs on you or watches you or something like that. With the Lover's reversed here, you know, similar to yeah, it was Capricorn, I think. All right, this is a person that obviously had some sort of connection with you that was positive, Aquarius. All right, Lovers is always, it can talk about potential for soulmate energy or a person seeing you as an option for somebody that could be long term, or they get along at least in some ways with you. But the reversal here is not good, because that kind of implies, in worst case scenarios, that you're at extreme odds with each other. Okay, can talk about past relationship warfare, where you guys are kind of going at each other because you're either annoyed, pissed off, or upset with each other. But it just shows a disconnect, right? Two soulmates that decided to go different ways. However, nonetheless, this page here does show a nosy Tom or a nosy Sue. Why, oh why, would they be checking you out? I don't know. Tell me about the person our Aquarius are not talking to. How does this person feel? How do they head heart feel towards you? So we have the King of Swords. Okay. How else do they feel towards Aquarius? We'll have Seven of Swords reversed. Why do they feel the King of Swords? Oh, come on. King of Pentacles reversed. What am I talking about? Why is the Seven of Swords reversed here? So we've got Six of Swords. What does this have to do with Aquarius? So this person feels you're very defensive towards them, or you're kind of difficult, Aquarius. All right. What is causing the Seven of Swords to be reversed? So it shows when we split on 10 of Swords reversed. So it's almost implying that this energy is still going on. Well, that's a problem. This is suggestive for your Aquarius of an individual. So let me explain this in plain English. All right. It's an individual that, to state the obvious, as I said earlier, you obviously had some sort of connection with, but it ended. Again, use your imagination, whatever the case was, you guys didn't work out. All right. Now, it does suggest, again, with that page, they're watching you. Okay. But when it goes to their feelings, it's kind of implying that there's some interest to want to talk with you, but it's implying, like, from your side, like you're guarded or defensive or something like that towards them. So it's kind of, it's extremely, it's almost implying like how could, it's like kind of the energy of like how, you know, how can I move things forwards when Aquarius is like that? So what am I trying to say? It's basically, they're kind of in some ways pointing the finger at you and saying it's kind of more on Aquarius's side. Why is the king a focus in this person's energy? It says another king again. I don't know what the fuck that's talking about. Why does this person want to discuss that with Aquarius? So it says, because it could lead to an opportunity. The only thing that's suggestive with this, okay, so You've got a flurry of kings showing up here. Alright? This is implying in their feelings them discussing something about their behavior or something like that. Alright? But you gotta remember with the King of Swords is reserved energy. So it's kind of like I could explain myself energy if I wanted to, but when I'm asking like why that's even there type thing, you know, it's implying that if they were to discuss their behavior or whatever, it's only because it would lead to an opportunity of some sort. So, translation, this is probably I would have to by default. Maybe they feel that by doing that, by explaining themselves, it would drop your guard or something, like make you feel better. I'm still not 100% clear on that, but this person's aware that there's resistance here. I suppose their thought process is how do we get around that? How do they see Aquarius? This person that's not talking with Aquarius. Says 3 of Wands. Why do they see Aquarius like that? So this kind of suggests, it doesn't really tell us much with this Aquarius. It just kind of suggests they see you moving forwards, or you're keeping to yourself, or you're taking time to like heal or fix something. But it's kind of an I kind of energy, like you just doing you. But nonetheless, it's progression. Healing of some sort, fixing something, mending something, or you've recovered or got over something. It also suggests like an Aquarius that's waiting on something, like you're waiting for something to happen. Not with them, just in your life in general. I'm not really sure what. Like you're transitioning or like to a different part of your life or something. Why is this person not talking with Aquarius? It says because they walked away. So they walked away and they're keeping tabs on you? That's great. Could be a disconnected energy with Five of Pentacles. Then why are they okay? If it's saying they walked away, then why is there overall energy Page of Swords? It says 10 of Wands. That doesn't answer anything. What am I missing here? What can Aquarius expect? Shows Hangman energy, things stuck. Okay. Why are we doing this reading? It's talking about something to do with fate, or again, something to do with the universe. Wheel of Fortune is always a mystery card because it does talk about, in some cases, a fated thing. It's just supposed to be like this, or whatever this crap is. It leads to something. What does it lead to? Can we know? Can we know where this train wreck leads to? It says to a new beginning. Don't look at me, I have no idea. But that's what it's saying. Alright. What do we learn here, Aquarius? We learned that a lot of you are going to need strong mental counseling after this, whatever this was. I'm just kidding. You've got a person here, overall Aquarius, that did have some type of positive times with you. As I said, potential for soulmate bonding or energy in the past. that apparently is no longer. Whatever happened to cause that split or that separation, it happened. Whether it was their fault or both of you, I don't know if it was a mutual issue. It could have been. It really depends on what, the situation. This person sees that there's some type of potential issue with moving things forwards, or it's stalled, partially because they're putting the finger on you, that you have something to do with that, like the way that your behavior is, or you're just on guard to them, or you don't want to talk to them in some cases. It does suggest you kind of just doing your own thing. This person seems to be aware of that. Alright. This person is, it would imply, somewhat aware that things need to move to calmer waters for anything to move forwards. Alright. They do have some interest in wanting a new, again, a new start here. There shows a strong interest to kind of just see where it goes type thing. Alright. If I had to take a guess, the only reason they would be doing this in this particular situation is to rekindle this. Maybe they see there's potential there. This person does kind of feel they may have to explain themselves for their behavior or something like that if they did talk with you, and I'm assuming the only reason they would do that is just because they feel it's out of necessity. Probably because you're wanting answers over something, or why they acted like this, or something they did. I'm not sure. Alright. What can you expect from this person? It kind of almost suggests a fat nothing. Alright. Their energy actually kind of, if anything, would just imply more of this, kind of keeping tabs. There's some type of, again, stuck energy with Hangman, or trying to look at analyze the situation a different way. I'm not sure. The universe kind of implies that despite all that and whatever I'm saying, or however I'm saying it, it does lead, something changes that leads to a potential new beginning. I just don't know how. Alright? So, who knows? Alright? Universe has one of those weird ways that, and again, just because this comes your way, just remember that it doesn't mean to say that you go along and bite the bait. It just says that an opportunity, a potential for a new start, or you taking a chance on something becomes a potential reality. But whether you do that or not is another story. Some of you may just say no. Alright? Good luck to you, Aquarius. I don't know really what else to say with this reading. Alright. We'll do one more bonus for you, Aquarius. Just because I keep saying I'm going to be doing bonuses for Aquarius and I never actually do them. Tell me more about the mystery for Aquarius with the Wheel of Fortune. So it says something is successful, an achievement of some sort, or you're in the spotlight for something. Tell us about this Six of Wands, and it says Wheel of Fortune again. Something goes your way, apparently. What? Okay, so something goes Aquarius's way. Why does this allure this person? Why is this person interested in that? This person that's not talking Aquarius, why do they become interested in this achievement? It's something apparently you do. Or something that goes your favor, Aquarius. I don't know. Alright? Because it leads to some type of start or potential for a start. I'm not really sure why that's so important to them. Magician means that there is the potential or the possibility to do something. I'm just not clear on what it is that you do that allows for that to happen, but it's suggesting something goes your way, or there's some type of victory, success, or something positive. And again, it goes with this faded Wheel of Fortune card here. Alright, suggesting, in my opinion, the universe has something to do with something that goes your way, but this person apparently, it catches their attention and it leads to them seeing some type of possibility, like something, the door is opening or something. How that fits with them, I have no idea. Okay. That's your bonus. All right, that was interesting. Let's go to Pisces. Yeah. Pisces, you are my last sign. I hope all my Pisces are doing great. Tell me about the person our Pisces are not talking to. Who is this person? What can we know? What can Pisces know? What can we know? What can we know? So it says strength. I mean, that doesn't tell us anything. Okay. Maybe this person works in a zoo, maintain tigers or lions. There's them. Just kidding. I'll come back to that. What is the person that's not talking to our Pisces? What is their overall energy? Eight of Cups. Okay. So I have King of Swords here. Guess we'll take that. Tell us about this person that's not talking to Pisces. What is their feelings towards Pisces? A card really wants to come out. Guess it's the Knight of Wands. Good. What else? Isn't their feelings towards Pisces? The Nine of Cups. All right. Why is this person being described as strength? Give me a card to clarify that. Just gotta give me a hot minute to figure this out. Why are they being described as strength? Person that's not talking to Pisces. What? Nine of Swords reversed. This is not, in my opinion, Pisces, this is not like overly clear, but it's basically suggesting this person is open to talking with you. All right. It does imply something about leaving the situation or walking away with the Eight of Cups, or having to, unfortunately, I'm assuming something happened that caused them to have to abandon ship. Either they had to, or it was their own decision for other reasons. All right. They just decided to leave. All right. It shows them with the King of Swords energy. It does kind of suggest that they're kind of sitting on standby. So it doesn't imply that they're going to reach out to you or do anything. But it is implying that they're open to talking. All right. It doesn't show them stressing with the Nine of Swords reversed. So it's showing that they're not in their head. The strength is not, in my opinion, very clear here, because it could be, it can, just in generic terms, say they're holding back, but it's hard to say, because the King of Swords counters that. It kind of suggests that they're actually willing to talk, so wouldn't truly say they're holding back. But at the same time, the King of Swords wouldn't reach out unless you did. So that, I guess, could apply to holding back. Their feelings are positive. We have Nine of Cups here and Nine of Wands. But this kind of energy implies that they're wanting to inject some sort of vigor or vitality into the connection. Right? This is like lustiness, flirtation, stuff like that. It is, some people kind of like sometimes can look at that like, oh, that's probably like a player kind of thing. I mean, here's the reality, folks. You have to have in the tarot, the Wands energy is critical, because without it, you know, if a person cannot inject any type of Wands energy, whether that's flirtation, lust, or chemistry of some sort. There is no romantic feelings. You can't get a heart to open up unless the hand is fond of the other. Or how are you going to do that? You gotta make a person laugh, make them want to go out with you, do stuff that's positive, uplifting, fun, enjoyable, bonding. If a person's not interested in that, then it's pretty much impossible to go anywhere. All right, so this person does have that on their mind. Good. All right. How does this person see Pisces? I see you sitting under the tree. So this person may feel that you're a bit of a complainer, or you get like disappointed, or you dream a lot. You're in your mind a lot. They also may see you as somebody that's nostalgic, or you talk around the past a lot about how things used to be. Why are they not talking with Pisces? It says things are still up in the air. There's them, just completely confused.
Didn't even know. So lost.
You can immediately see why this connection didn't work out. There's Pisces and there's them.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I just got my hands in my eyes. I have no clue what you're doing, though. You have to tell me. Sorry, my face is firmly planted in this glass of wine. I'm drowning all my problems away. Oh, that sounds healthy.
All right. Sorry. I have to get moving on here. You can see where my mind goes. Maybe I'm the one that's a bit imaginative here. Who knows? Everybody's got cups in the air. Like, nobody's focused on the actual connection. Jesus. What were these people doing? What were they doing? Alright. What is this person so up in the air about? What don't they have clarity about when it comes to Pisces? What is their clarity loss about? Can the tarot tell us? The person that's not talking with Pisces, what is their loss of clarity? What are they confused about? It says the Ten of Pentacles and it went over the Four of Wands. Apparently they're confused about this. What are you guys doing here? So that almost implies, like, instead of that rosy picture there, we
What are you doing?
far from this. I guess it was a far cry. Who the hell knows? Anyways, Pisces. This person does... okay, the good news here is this person does see potential between the both of you. Good. Alright. But there seems to be, I don't know, there must have been a disconnection either with communication or you guys got a little, I don't know, a little upset with each other over certain things. The Four of Cups for the Pisces side kind of suggests like there's, the way they see you, Pisces, is that you, I think that there was a sense of lack, where you just weren't impressed with their behavior, or there was things they were doing that you're I don't know, being disappointed. They must have felt that you're always disappointed with them or something, or you got upset over stuff. I don't know, something like that. What issue does this person have with Pisces? What issue? The person that's not talking with Pisces, what problem or issue did they have with Pisces in the past? They felt disconnected from you, it says. You shut them out. Look at them. Look at them. What kind of sick animal would just throw their dog out there? Guess when you say, get out of your dog, you really meant it, huh? Yeah. So it's saying that their issue with you, Pisces, was they felt that you were just, you're shut off or disconnected, or you had problems around, I don't know, opening up for some reason or something around that. You shut off. All right. You know, with this, the problem, even though I say that, you know what the issue is here, though, Pisces, is that what's going to happen is this will be one of those scenarios where it'll be like, not for all, but for some Pisces, it'll say, well, the reason why I shut off, the reason was this, you know, fill in the blank. But the problem is, it doesn't matter in this situation, because what it's implying is that irregardless of what your reason is, it's suggesting that they felt disconnected from you. Which means that as soon as their connection, basically, once they shut off, that pretty much meant that you weren't going to get any good behavior out of them. They were just like, well... And it's showing them in some type of, like, confusion. Why is it, like, what is the problem around that? Because it does kind of suggest, like, there was some good intention. But how do we go from this to this? What caused Pisces to become shut off? It's something to do with what you're thinking about, your mind, or you're over in your mind a lot. About what? It said the reason that you shut off was apparently you're in your mind a lot about potentially things coming to an end, and we got Wheel of Fortune reversed, or things not going in your favor, or failing, or going backwards, or it was going to be a repeat of some cycle of some sort. Wheel of Fortune reversed can also describe repeating patterns. So in other words, it was like, well, this is probably going to be the outcome, so I might as well just, you know, close up shop. It does kind of suggest that there was some, you know, the High Priestess can talk about the subconscious and the conscious mind, and also one that's trying to really connect, you know, with themselves, their intuition, maybe it's spirit. But it's like an inner knowing, it's your past experiences, a whole collection of knowledge where you're at in life, your past experiences with other people that had nothing to do with this person, what their behavior. But it's saying that it's like some sort of thought process that was going on that was negative. In other words, saying that like there was an expectation that your perception was it was going to end, or it was inevitable, that was gonna not work out, or something like that. There was some type of mental chatter or something around that. But it's saying it interfered with your emotions and it closed off. This person felt disconnected and things went south. Who the fuck knows if that's really all what happened, but that's kind of what the tarot's saying here. Alright. What can Pisces, what is something unexpected that will happen in the situation? It said Four of Swords. Why do we care about that? Tell us about Four of Swords. Why do we care about that? It's too many cards here. We're not going to take that. Let's choose a different deck. What is important about the Four of Swords? Why do we care about that? This is my last card that I'm doing here. The last one. So Ace of Pentacles, I want to take that. What else? Okay, card comes out. It says World Reversed. Why is the world reversed? It says over to... Oh god, it goes back to this guy again. Sergeant Confusion over here. So it's showing if you notice the world energy is reversed. That's not good. Okay? And it shows the world right there as a decision. So it tells us that it's something to do with this world reversed as a influencing factor. Okay? But whichever way we spin it, the world reversed is not good because it's telling us that there's been certain failures in this situation that this person's aware of will probably come back. That's why it's saying they're deciding and why they're doing.
I don't know what's going on.
Says that has something to do. Yeah, okay, even though that's negative, all right, it still has something to do with this. Somehow they arrive to this. I need to come back around. Okay, put that foot in the door. Alright. If this person wants to come put their foot in the door again, how will Pisces react after all of this, whatever this happens, this conclusion? Five of Pentacles. It says you'll still be cold. Oh boy. I give up. Good luck to you, Pisces. Whatever. Who knows? Who knows what's going on in this situation? What a... I don't know what to think. Just totally cold. God. You're not even gonna heat those leftovers up. I'm not even bothered. You're just getting cold pizza, bitch. Oh jeez. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. That's what I got for you. Bye for now.